Ano kwento sa Tigreal and Khaleed pick? Sabi ni Ford.
Here, at worst they will go Khaleed, I guess. There is the Khaleed.
When you think about...
Oh!
What a swerve!
Khaleed XP?
That's an XP lane Khaleed. JP brings out the Tigreal.
Alright.
Oh, wait. There might be a bit of contention here.
Sa Tigreal pick.
Hindi guys, sabi ko talaga yan. Ano?
Wala yan guys, team decision yun yung Khaleed.
Ano yan?
Khaleed XP, ginagamit ka naman before yun guys.
Pinang-counter kasi dati guys si Khaleed sa URS.
Kaso, di-rundown yung para sa pala.
But then no one's stopping that joy from accessing that Farsa. It was overcooked by Team Liquid.
For Alter Ego as they try to fight these objectives. You can see KARLTZY giving the go for this positioning. Turtle's gonna break out.
Oh, look, Hijime actually going in. Zones out enough of the members of Liquid, and Yasuke finding Sanji right there. Raging Sanford landing on 3, however. Sanford fighting back, but Nino too, zoning them just the same, and as Sanford goes down next, it's a double for Yasuke.
An amazing response from Alter Ego. Team Liquid, I felt like, should have had the advantage. We're looking at the mid side. Oheb will get away safely, but still, having the Basha, you feel like there should be some advantage there. But Yasuke quickly switched shifts. Listen, we weren't going for the turtle. It was a bait, and they find Sanjin at that point. It's an easy win for Alter Ego.
The unfortunate thing for Team Liquid, the Philippines, is that they allow the Joy to be the draft for Alter Ego, where usually you want to not give the Joy the first turtle. And they not only gave the first turtle to the Joy, they gave 2 kills. I think even right then you can already say that it was disastrous for Team Liquid. The fact that they have prolonged this game this much was actually more of a surprise to me, because I felt like the draft conditions for Team Liquid were just to take that first few minutes, roll over that, and hopefully get the W in the mid-game.
Ang mali talaga dun guys, yung back siya. Sobrang aga.
Mali kami sa back siya guys.
Nabaliw na kami.
Pero kung hindi back, kung nakauna kami doon guys, baka alam yun. Kaso mali, talo is talo. Wala kaming ano doon, wala kaming lusot.
Sa Giant guys, hindi wrong pick yun.
Yeah mo yan, tol.
Oo.
So,
Hindi wrong pick yun guys, sa Giant yung Khaleed Tigreal pick.
meron pa Star Map Polaris.
So you're weird to play a Lancelot, you're weirded out to play a Yi Shin. You go back to one of his favorites. Old flame for KARLTZY, that Baksha.
That feels like Liquid taking a page out of Aurora's book.
Exactly.
They saw their fellow Filipinos and said, thanks for leading the way, Aurora. We're going to follow.
Hands of Alter Ego, and that's already what we saw. Setup.
They're gonna commit on JP. Still gets to cast the implosion, but there won't be enough follow-up. KARLTZY is having a very hard time getting out of this, and Yasuke's now on a killing spree, but a response from Sanford and Sanji!
But Sanford goes down. Team Liquid thinks they have the answer to this full brunt attack, and there was nothing for them.
This next objective, second turtle in their hand. KARLTZY will be stopped in his tracks. Whoa!
Oh, that's a multiple knockup coming in, but then Yasuke all alone, dealing with almost every single member. Sanji trying to deal with Nino right in front of him, but it's not going to be enough. And on the other side of the map too, JP once again falling. It's only KARLTZY and Oheb left.
And to be fair, there is not much that they can do when it comes to their aggression, because they're dependent on the ultimate of the Tigreal. And JP, when he had those openings, he actually looks electrifying for inside the team.
Yes.
I think it's just that first turtle fight that they should have won. They drafted in the Baksha, and then they also have this Khaleed. They really have to counter that Joy by taking away the first turtle and maybe rolling the game over from that perspective. Even that stage, I would say that there is still a win condition.
Yasuke is going to be all over the place if this continues like this.
Oh, Hijime gets the flicker out, but the implosion will be there to catch him. Now he gets a response with the Tsunami Slap and the Tidal Strike. JP still trying to walk away though, but Nino will be there to try and stop him. And JP too will not survive.
And the crowd is erupting right now. We've seen him do it before, right? He gets the Trinity in, one big wait.
Oh, another setup on JP, but JP still had the implosion! Catches 3, but RP is unstoppable on this Freya! Sanford couldn't do much as well. It tried to zone out the other members. Another attempt with the Tidal Strike. KARLTZY's next. Sanford with Raging Sanford, but he too might go down. Fortunately has the flicker, but they're all forced under the turret.
Reason why we saw a slightly lack of damage from him in the early phase. Trying to get those big picks, and maybe it makes the difference now, but still it's so hard to land on a Hijime.
Another setup on JP. Still gets to dash out though, but then RP might just get punished here! That's the setup with the managing Sandstorm and the Blazing Joy coming in from OHEB. Now they're trying to target down Nito. Alec very low on HP as well. Somehow Team Liquid have regained control over the objective.
Oh, they have control of it, but Lord is still for the taking here, knowing they have the numbers advantage. What can Yazuki do here if he goes in?
Okay, they don't fight Yazuki just yet. Might get to punish Hijume.
Oh!
Throws out the umbrella in a weird direction, and now there goes the title strike. They won't go for a setup anymore. Alec doesn't have the Tsunami Slap with another strike. Might just finish off the kill, but Yazuki finding two. It's OM and Sanford going down. KARLTZY might just be next, and that's a triple for Yazuki.
Yazuki waited patiently and it all paid off.
I'm watching him. I'm waiting for that green dot to pop up. He used the electrifying beats already. He hung out in the tri-bush.
The draft, it wasn't just a draft, but I feel played a really huge role because it didn't completely enable nor emphasize on the strengths of Liquid individually, and especially what they're able to do as a team, because they couldn't even, or we didn't even see them attempt to go in at the same time. There's always one guy getting punished first, be it JP or even Karl. But the BMI somehow still saves OHEB. KARLTZY to stop him, but it's not going to be enough. Yazuki still picks up the kill. A stun from Sanji, but the yin-yang overturn, he has to avoid it. And now Hijume.
If they wanted to go into the Tigreal here, I feel like the Khaleed made a lot of sense. We've seen the impact of the Khaleed and even the Claw together with their aggression, but I don't know, part of me thinks that Khaleed could have been something else. They could have just picked up their EXP laner in the first phase and then still end up setting up for the Tigreal. Or if they want to be surprising and honest, set up the Tigreal in the first phase, right?
Yeah, that flex felt very fragile.
Yeah.
It felt like building a house on a bridge that could only take, 2 people.
They set up here under the top.
Kumenda ka flicker yin-yang from Hijume takes down Sanji. There's the implosion. Sanford to finish off Hijume onto the back lines. We are going to take a look at OPT though because he cannot tack the damage anymore. Everyone's getting bursted down. Not even the Blazing Dude is enough. Another triple, but this time for Arfi. And this might just be it for Alter Ego.
But it buys more time, and we're closing in on the 15-minute mark. Gold is getting past the 40K mark for both teams, and things are going to get more and more aggressive from Team Liquid as we move forward.
We're going to focus on the hero, Sanji with another airstrike too, but Yazuki just goes in for the dive! OHEB goes down first! A very unfortunate sequence of events for Team Liquid after that defense. A double kill once again for RP. Sanford finds the trade on Yazuki, however, but Sanji somehow dodges this, but not the attempt from 3 members of Alter Ego.
It didn't change too much. We're back in the base, but this time, Alter Ego will be able to take game 1 under their belt. And there you go. The series started out strong by Alter Ego, and that's going to be the first loss, by the way, for Claude from OHEB.